Hello Seekers, welcome to Punneit Astrology, your one-stop Astro channel. Love is in the air. There is certain position in the horoscope when no matter how much you try, you fail. And there are certain positions where you get betrayed, where you have marital issues, but there are certain positions where you are absolutely happy and you are blessed by the God with a good marriage, good relationship, and a good life. Let's discuss in this brief special video where we will discuss the relation between Moon and Venus in anyone's chart to discover the true potential of love and what actually love means as per Vedic astrology. But before that, do not forget to subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss another update. Please follow me on Instagram and Telegram for reels and other engaging stuff. For consultations, please drop me an email. Let's begin this special video. Moon is mind. Mind creates reality. It is about emotions and it helps you feel and experience the emotion and live the emotions in a certain way. If Moon in your horoscope is corrupted, if Moon is with Ketu, if Moon is in a certain way that is negative in your chart, I'm not talking just by a simple placement, but by a holistic analysis, if you find that Moon is not that strong, then the reality that you will perceive will be a kind of reality that you won't like. Primary reason for you being born in such kind of horoscope, such kind of placement, is that you are supposed to be disconnected and you are supposed to be spiritual. Your reality will be different from other people, and if the moment you will try to live a life like everybody else, you will encounter problem. So you will see that the relationship, the love that you will experience in your life is somewhat different. Love is an emotion that is not restricted to just a male and a female. It's not just marriage. It's not just restricted to sexual or sensual connection. Love is a universal emotion. It's an emotion that actually cannot be described. It's a transcendental emotion. You still love people who are no longer with you. You still love people who have left this body. And we still love people whom we have never met in our entire life. And we still love God. And this is only the love to the God that connects us, that binds us, the Bhakt and the Bhagwan. But we have not experienced God apart from few people, few lucky ones in real life. Love has a lot to do with belief, trust, respect. And these three are the pillars of strong Moon. So first thing you will have to see in your chart, if you are experiencing love and relationship related issues, is the presence of Moon and how Moon is afflicted in your chart. Forget about the 7th house, forget about other planets. First, Moon. Because mind comes before everything else. Sometimes there are people who are happy in spite of not so good relationship because they have accepted it, they have adjusted to it. And sometimes even having the best of life, you are still unhappy because you think that you deserve better, you think you want more, because for the Moon, the general tendency is that the grass on the other side is greener. Moon will never be satisfied. That is why a good Moon is necessary for a harmonious relationship, especially in marriage. Why? Let's understand from horoscope. Cancer zodiac sign is the zodiac sign of Moon, which is the natural 4th house, which defines the first love, the love between mother and the child. It also talks about the comfort. We all feel comfort in our own home, in our own country, in the lap of our mothers, in between the people who are our friends. That is why this house is more like the house of comfort. It's a beautiful, beautiful presentation. It's a beautiful house. It also has Pushya Nakshatra, the nakshatra of nourishment. But it also holds Ashlesha Nakshatra, which represents poison. So where there is Amrit, there will be Vish. Vish is poison. Now if you see the position of Cancer with respect to Libra, which is the 7th house, the house of marriage, union, it is 10th. It is the karma. So the natural karma of any marriage, any association will be happiness, will be peace of mind, and that's what you achieve when you marry. You receive, you raise yourself, you raise your vibration, and if your moon is not positive, you don't raise your vibration, you degrade your vibration. So people with weak moon should be careful when you are marrying, when you are going in relationship, because you should not compare your life with just another people. Not everybody is same. Each one of us is different. That's why we have different horoscope. That's why we have different thumbprints. Each one of us is unique, it's different, and that is the biggest reason you should also consider yourself unique and special. If you have weak moon, self-love is the first important thing. First, you should appreciate yourself. First, value yourself. Because if you will not value yourself, if you will feel degraded, if you will feel bad about yourself, then how will you spread positivity and love if you yourself are filled with toxicity and negativity? You have to observe the position of Venus. Venus is the planet of love, romance, harmony, pleasure, both emotional and sensual. Venus is the planet that rules almost entire material and personal aspect of someone's life because it controls Taurus and Libra. It defines marriage. In anybody's life, it talks about love and warmth in any relationship. And yes, it exclusively talks about marriage, love, romance between two partners. Now you have to observe how is the quality of Venus in your chart. Say your moon quality is good, but Venusian quality is bad. That means mentally you are at a very high plane, but maybe you will feel devoid of the love and romance in your life. You will be feeling sad about the existing state of your love life, be it before marriage or after marriage. Also, you have to see if your Venus is exalt, because the problem with exalt Venus is that they are very choosy. They can sacrifice their entire life for someone, but they are very nitpicky. It's not wrong to be choosy, but sometimes with the aspect of Rahu or with the presence of Jupiter Rahu conjunction, they can actually take wrong decisions because it gives you a sense of pride of beauty, sense that you deserve, whether you deserve or not doesn't matter, and you can take wrong decisions. Now you also have to check how far is Venus from the moon in anybody's chart. The farther the Venus is from the moon, the more experience of love changes for you. Take it in 4 stages. If Venus is within 1st house and 4th house of the moon, you can consider that this is one of a very strong bond. Your need for love, your will to give love is very high. You would want to experience love like a child. If Venus is 4th to 7th from the moon, this is a very Rajasic love. There will be some transactions involved. You will be ready to give something, you want to get something. This kind of position is good for post-marriage relationships, because after marriage you will be holding strong for your partner, you will be rooting for your partner will be rooting for you. And this gives you a good and beautiful marriage, especially when Venus is 7th from the moon. What happens in the 3rd quadrant? What happens when Venus goes 8th to 10th? 8th, 9th and the 10th house. Then it's more about duty. It's more about dharma. You will be feeling a bit orthodox in love. You will be old school. You will be bided by the rituals and you will be bonded by the duties of the family. And maybe your marriage is also a result of a moral responsibility. Not for everybody, but for some. But this is a very beautiful house. You get to know so many things about love and relationship. But there is one placement when Venus is 8th from the moon, and that is the placement where love can immediately turn into lust if you don't control, especially if Mars and Venus are 8th from the moon. The way you experience love will be totally different from everybody else, because for you, deep connect is very important. Now, see, a human will want to experience love from another human. Love can be in any form. Love can also be displayed as care and affection. When you are there for somebody in times of need, that is also a form of love. But maybe the kind of love that you seek don't exist. So with people 8th, Venus 8th from moon will have to redefine their expectations. What do they really expect out of love? Because maybe the kind of emotion they seek is not possible for a human. There is a contradiction here. Then comes Venus 11th, 10th, 11th and 12th. This position of Venus, where it is going from the 10th house towards the 12th house. That range is very different. That is the range when you will not only receive love, but you will give a lot of love. When Venus goes 11th from the moon, you will be a center of attraction. A lot of people will support you. You will get support of and love from so many people, can make you a celebrity. And when Venus goes 12th from the moon, you are the one who sacrifices yourself for other people. You feel good in giving than taking. So you see, there are varieties of expression. The farther you go, the flavor changes. And when you are when you are with your partner, how good can you connect with your partner will be defined by how far your and your partner moons are away from each other. The further they are, the kind of connections they make will define. Like for example, a Virgo will have a very good connect with Virgo. But a Virgo may not have that great connect with Aquarius. Because one moon is Virgo, the other moon is Aquarius, it forms a Shadashtak Yoga. They are 6-8 to each other. A moon which is Martian and the moon which is Venusian may be opposite, but they will have a very strong bond of passion. But if you talk about one is Cancer and one is Capricorn, it is like they will support each other. It will be more of a duty, but one-sided love. When Venus, you see right now, is in Graha Yuddha with Mars. When two planets are within 1 degree and they move within this frictional force for a very long time, this is Graha Yuddha. The passion is very strong. But the strategy should be there, because Saturn and Mercury are also together. So you might have this feeling that why don't you get love? But before that you have to define what is love. You have to define what is coexistence. When Venus goes in the 12th house in the sign of Pisces from Kalpurush, not from moon, and gets exalted, this is the only planet that gets exalted in the house of losses. Tell me one more planet that gets exalted in the house of loss. No. Pisces talks about sharing and caring. Pisces talks about a heart like an ocean. Udar dil. When Venus is ready to give, Venus finds ultimate happiness. Love is actually in giving, sharing and caring, in inclusive growth. And always remember, love should start from yourself. So if you feel that love is not in the air, I think you are missing that you also exist. Appreciate the beauty of nature. If you go in the nature and if you see a sunrise, if you see birds chirping, if you see the beauty that is always right there in front of you, you will start learning to appreciate. The more you appreciate the nature, the more you appreciate the surrounding, the more you appreciate yourself, you will understand that love is always there. Taurus and Libra are always a part of your horoscope. Venus will always be a part of you, yes. It may be not the way you want it. But remember, planets are not our enemies. All of us are not supposed to be celebrities. All of us are not supposed to have a very good life or a very bad life. Each one of us is living a certain journey. We are at different planes of spiritual existence, some at lower vibrations, some at higher vibration. We should target growth of the higher vibration, but we should not target that we will become saint or get moksha just now. First start walking, start loving the journey. You will learn that destination will come automatically. What I believe is that love is like riding in a train. Once you have boarded the train, enjoy the journey, and you will see that you will automatically reach the destination sooner or later. But journey is more important in love. And when you talk about Moon and Venus, when you talk about emotions, when you talk about relationships, to improve this, you need to understand that if you are in a position that you have to improve, that means there is a karmic blockage. Spread love. In spite of you not getting love, spread love. Spread happiness. Spread positivity. Because that's the teaching that you have to understand. That's the lesson that you have to understand. That love always exists in different forms. Love is like energy. It neither dies nor can be created. It just exists. And for material success, material growth, yes, you can chant Shri Suktam, you can pray to Ma Mahalakshmi, but first you start respecting God. Forget about rituals. First start connecting. First be a bhakta towards a God. Start loving, start connecting. The first connection should be with yourself, the second connection with God, and you will see that automatically your mind will get realigned. Planets are not your enemies. The moment a negative moon and negative Venus finds out that you are becoming a humble person and you have learned the lesson, love will be available for you. Or I will say, you will start seeing love everywhere. So that was a quick video. I hope you liked this video. So please like, subscribe and share and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss another update. We'll meet you in the next video. Till then, this is your host Puneet. Namaste.